their payments, they take the government's money, then they turn around and foreclose and throw them out in the street. Then the fun really begins, because you go to court despite the fact that says, there's case law that says that there's a contract once you start making these modification payments. Our courts will say, we aren't even going to deal with that because the way we feel about it, if there's a sheriff's sale, you have no rights. Doesn't matter whether it's fraud. Doesn't matter whether you've never missed a payment. It doesn't matter what your circumstances are. If the bank goes sell your house at the sheriff's sale, basically you have no rights. And this makes it an uphill battle all the time. And it's one thing that I have a big problem with, is why people are not outraged. They're throwing people out with your tax dollars. They're destroying your community with your tax dollars. The banks are being paid the full mortgage value on these insured loans by Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, with your tax dollars. But yet and still, people are allowing this to happen with your tax dollars. Aren't you a little bit tired of there being 5, 7, 10 vacant houses on your street? Aren't you a little bit tired? Do you have to worry about walking your kids to school because it's vacant houses they can be snatched up into? Aren't you tired that money's sitting around like hardest hit homeowners that was originally put there as part of the Obama program for modification to keep people out of mortgage foreclosure? Now they want to take the money. Let's tear down all the stuff of the houses that we threw people out of that should have been kept in there. At some point, people have got to wake up and say, this is a problem. And if people wake up and say this is a problem, it's going to continue to happen because they're making money. They're making trillions of dollars off your tax dollars, off the backs of the people, off the backs of the community. And until people understand this and say we aren't going to take it anymore, they're going to continue to do this. Why do we continue to fraternize with the enemy, as I call it? We're steadily using their banks. We're steadily pushing their credit cards. We don't say anything against the banks. We call a protest at Bank of America. We get 50 people when there's 50,000 people being thrown out in the street. This needs to stop. Now, you can go to any kind of ball game. You can go to the concert. You can get 10, 15,000 people. Why don't we have that now? Why do we not have that on something as important as maintaining our communities, maintaining our economic stability, and maintaining our rights and integrity? This goes to an issue of integrity. I mean, this goes to an issue of how much integrity do you have? How much self-esteem do you have? I think it's outrageous that people think that you are so less that they can do any doggone thing to you because they have some money and you're going to lay down and take it. How many people going to continue to lay down and take it? Somebody needs to be ready to raise up today and collectively take some action and put a stop to all this nonsense, take our resources back, and stabilize our community and our state. Thank you.
Okay, that's the people's attorney, Vanessa Fluker, who works probably 18 hours a day, at least, on behalf of people who are under assault by the banks here in the city of Detroit and throughout the state of Michigan. We've been together in other parts of the state as well. All right, so right now we want to bring up